All right, good morning. What's up, everybody? Hello and welcome to the stream. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to Monster Madness. What's up? Sunday, the 24th of October, 2021. I think you know who I am. I'm just some asshole on the internet spouting nonsense, right? I don't know what the hell I'm doing or talking about. And it's time for a full day of exterminating the legions of the undead. Oh yeah, that's correct. Originally, it was not planned to be this all day long today, but due to circumstances and games being of a certain length that was not anticipated, today I am going to be doing like zombie monster stuff all day long. By the way, I don't know what's going on. The stream chat is moving incredibly slow this morning. I don't know why. We've got about 100 people on the stream so far. As usual, that'll build as the pre-stream starts here and continues. No one's talking today. You guys are not in a very talkative mood. What is going on? Did all your keyboards break, or did you smash too hard with your thumb on your smartphone, break the screen? Like, no one's talking. Look, literally no one's even said a word since I said that. It's quiet. It's weird. What's going on? Here, we're having a weird day here today in Washington, let me tell you. Oh, you're hungover? Oh, I see. You're hungover. You're completely hungover. Oh. People are multitasking. They're tired. They're busy. They're having their morning mimosas and Bloody Marys, I see. Okay. So, we're having a weird day here in Washington. We are in the bomb cyclone. I don't know why they think these dumbass fucking names for weather. It's called rain. We're in the middle of rain. The bomb cyclone, they're calling it. What it is there's a very heavy weather system out in the Pacific, and it's affecting the entire west coast of North America, and I'm in the middle of it. We've had on and off rain, wind, and even some thunderstorms. Thunderstorms are very rare here in Washington. I used to get them all the time when I lived on the East Coast, but almost never do we get them out here. So people actually aren't equipped for them. And the power this morning was going on, off, on, off, on, off. Like, I was asleep. I hear, doo, boop, 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 boop. We have fans on. You hear, like, what the fuck's going on? Making all this noise. It's like 7 in the morning. Like, what the fuck is happening in the house? You know, it's like freaking AI taking over the house or something. We're going to get, Attack of the Robots. Is Skynet finally here? But no, what is the power was all screwed up. So I guess they were trying to get the backups going or whatever. And it's weird because some stuff in my house reset and some didn't. Like, my clock reset. And that's weird because my clock normally doesn't. So what I'm thinking is it probably has a battery backup in it that ran out. And I need to replace it. But you know what happens when you have lucid dreams? Like, something happens in real life and then you fall back asleep and then you have like this half and half dream. So I ended up having a dream that, like, all the stuff in my house was out, and I ended up opening up a bunch of electronics, and all the batteries were, like, old and shit. You know what happens when a battery's old? Sometimes, like, the battery acid comes out of it and shit. So I started having dreams that I was, like, opening up clocks and things, and there was battery acid. I was like, what the fuck? And I woke up, and I was like, what's going on, man? So anyway, we had a weird morning with that. And right now, it is just raining outside, but luckily, it seems like the winds have calmed down, because we had really heavy winds earlier this morning. They seem to be gone for now. So I'm hoping the power stays on today. I mean, if you're watching the stream and all of a sudden the stream goes, boop, it's probably the power went out. But I'll let you know, how the storm goes. It's only rain right now, nothing bad. So hopefully it stays like that. Because it's very annoying when the power goes off and on and off and on. Even it affects my game consoles and everything. Both the Xbox and the PS5 turned off. You know what's weird about that, though? So the Xbox basically turned off, and I just turned it back on normally, and it didn't have that thing. You know how when a game console sometimes goes off suddenly, when you turn it back on, it says, oh, you turned off your power. Don't do that. Now we have to do like a system check to make sure that the hard drive is working or whatever. It didn't do that. It just turned on like normally. And I thought that was kind of weird because usually that happens when the power goes out, at least on my PS5, and it didn't happen with my Xbox Series X. I don't know. But anyway, so the power's going on and off. Let's hope that doesn't affect us today. Today's Monster Madness Day because I am playing all monster survival extermination games all day long. The first stream today is Back 4 Blood. Now, originally I was supposed to wrap up the story-based campaign of Back 4 Blood back on Wednesday, but I decided to do something completely impromptu, random, and different on Wednesday. And some people liked it, some people didn't. It was YouTuber's Life 2, brand new game that had come out that's a sim game. It's silly. It's kind of like Animal Crossing combined with like modern day stuff about video creation and uploading. It has YouTubers in it like PewDiePie. It's pretty silly. I played it for 3 hours. I actually liked it. I think that would be something fun to do with like chill streaming in the future. Not something that I'm going to continuously do right now because I'm in the midst of so many new games. But maybe, you know, a month or two in the future when I'm looking for late night chill stuff, maybe do it once a week as a late night chill stream or something like that, right? So, I did that on Wednesday instead of Back 4 Blood. So here we are, many, many days later, I'm finally getting back to Back 4 Blood. So, what's left in Back 4 Blood? First of all, you're probably shocked I'm still playing Back 4 Blood. I'm shocked I'm still playing Back 4 Blood. I thought this was going to be exactly like Left 4 Dead, 10, 11 years ago. We'd play it once or twice, see all the content, and move on. But that's very much not been the case in Back 4 Blood. They put a lot of content into the game. I've played it, I want to say 9 hours, and I still haven't even seen the end of the story-based campaign yet. Hold on, let me confirm that, actually. Has it been 9 hours, or has it been even longer? Let me see. Gotta get the load here. 8? Why did it say 8 and not... Oh, no, 9. Yep. So 9 hours in the game, and we haven't even seen the story end yet, which is crazy because, like I said, back in the day, keep in mind, Back 4 Blood is made by the same people and is made to be the spiritual successor as Left 4 Dead. So you're thinking, oh, it's going to be an equivalent product, right? 10 years later. No, actually, it has more than twice the content because in Left 4 Dead, you could go through all the campaigns. Each one had about 4 to 5 campaigns, and the campaigns were short. The campaigns had multiple stages, but each stage could be beaten between like 5 to 10 minutes. And so you could get through an entire, world or stage, whatever you want to call it, in like 45 minutes. And you could beat the entire game in like 5 hours. Like, that's how it was Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. The catch of those games was the addictiveness of it, going through and trying to do a better run. Teaming up with players and doing, trying to get the score, unlock the achievements, kill the zombies in different methods and stuff. It was kind of neat. And I think if I remember correctly, there were achievements for beating it with each character, too, because there's 4 different characters in the Left 4 Dead series. I'm pretty sure there was, like, an achievement each time you beat a major campaign with one of the characters and stuff. So there's definitely replayability back then to go back and replay it. But there just wasn't a lot of original content. This time around, I'm 9 hours in, I haven't beat the story yet. And it's not even like, oh, well, it's because you're dying a lot. I mean, I died like once or twice. But no, like, there's just a lot of content in Back 4 Blood compared to Left 4 Dead. So because of that, this playthrough's been way longer than I expected it to be. I thought maybe 2 streams we'd be done with Back 4 Blood. We've done 3. We're not even at the end yet, okay? So what I'm going to do today on stream, I'm going to focus on beating the story-based campaign. We're in Act 3. Halfway through, it's 2 more stages left in Act 3. So we're going to do those, and then there's the big Act 4 conclusion, which is only 1 stage, which leads me to believe it's probably going to be a very challenging, lengthy stage. I can't imagine the finale of the game would be short and sweet. It's probably going to be like a real giant gauntlet, 100 fucking, boss zombies thrown at you and everything. I'm definitely getting that vibe. Now, the thing is, heard a noise. The thing is, you hear that too, buddy? Yeah, Jasper hears it too. Oh, here comes winds. Ooh, I was just saying there's not a lot of heavy wind, and now a heavy wind's coming through. Oh, boy. Jasper heard it too. He alerted to it. Okay, anyway. What was I going to say? Oh, I was saying, like, I think the finale is going to be lengthy. I really do. I feel like the finale, they're going to probably throw absolutely everything at you. And likely, it's going to be a pain in the butt to beat the game. I get the feeling we'll probably have to replay the final stage a bunch of times. Maybe. And also, I don't know how the matchmaking is going to go, because as people have been playing this game, they said initially that first week it was very easy to get into any story-based campaign and find a party, but apparently over the past week it's gotten harder and harder because less people are now playing the game. So it may be pretty challenging. At least I'm playing this on Sunday, which is good. I'm playing it on a weekend, and it's the middle of the day, so there's potential that more people would be playing the game. So hopefully I'll be able to get matchmaking and get a full party of humans, because sadly, as we've learned, the AI sucks. Just like in Left 4 Dead, the AI is terrible. The AI basically just heals you or hands you items. It doesn't even fight effectively. It stands around, gets stuck on corners, and does stupid shit, and doesn't really do anything that's helpful. So I gotta try to get a party of humans to beat this game, okay? Now, once we beat the story-based campaign of the game, we will swap over to Swarm mode. Now, Swarm mode is the PvP mode of Back 4 Blood. Just like there was a PvP mode of Left 4 Dead, you control either the humans or the zombies, and you go at each other. The zombies strategically place themselves on the map and use their abilities and spawn little hordes of regular zombies to try to basically kill the humans, while the humans, of course, are just trying to survive. It's a unique mode. It's quite interesting if you get to jump around the different zombie types and stuff. It can be really fun. But I've only played it in the beta. The beta left something to be desired for sure, because the zombie selection was very limited, and in addition to that, the map was very small. So I was actually surprised that it wasn't as interesting, I would say, as the PvP from like 11 years ago. But that was just the beta. So maybe in the full game there's more maps and it's more interesting. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. But I'd like to check that out today. So that's the plan. The plan is beat the story-based campaign. If we have time, jump into the Swarm mode and test out the Swarm mode. Okay? Now, as of today, this is going to effectively end my playthrough of Back 4 Blood. Alright? Now, hold on. Before people have a bad reaction, like a bad rash, you don't want your, oh my god, I'm so itchy. What did you just say? No. Listen up. I had said over a week ago that originally I was planning to do co-op in this game with viewers and or members, right? That very much was the case. But then the game ended up being twice as long as I thought it was going to be. In addition to that, other games that I'm playing ended up being longer than I thought they were going to be. And in addition to all of that, there's been a huge announcement, the release of the Grand Theft Auto Remastered Trilogy in November, and that's only in like 2 weeks' time. It's a little over 2 weeks' time. Okay? So with that being said, I really don't think I'm going to have time to do co-op streams in a game that I've already seen the story-based campaign in. You know what I'm saying? That was the original plan. I thought I would have time to spare, but in reality, the game ended up being way longer than I ever suspected it would be. Now, by the way, I'm not saying, I will never do co-op in this game ever. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, for now, I need to focus in on the other games that I'm playing and get as far as I can, if not beat a bunch of them. So that way, by the time the GTA Trilogy comes out, I can focus on that and not say, I have to juggle GTA with 7 other games. You see, right now, no exaggeration, here's the games I'm playing. Alan Wake Remastered, Back 4 Blood, House of Ashes, Far Cry 6, Lost Judgment, Super Monkey Ball. And then, within about, a week's time, a week and a half's time, Forza Horizon 5. How in the hell am I going to play all that shit at once, right? You can't. So I need to start wrapping up some of these playthroughs. So as of today, it'll be the conclusion of Back 4 Blood. As of the next, I would argue tonight, it would be the end of House of Ashes, at least my first run. Maybe in the future, if we have time, we'll go back and do alternate runs, but it'll be the end of my first run in the game. Alan Wake Remastered, tomorrow I'll talk about this when I talk about the rest of the schedule, but I should be wrapping up the main story, and the DLCs, if I remember correctly, they're not very lengthy. They're like 2.5, 3 hours long. So maybe 2-3 streams tops with Alan Wake, and then that's completed. And that's good. That would mean 3 games off the menu. And then, wow, that was another big blast of wind there. And that would mean I can focus solely on Far Cry 6 and Lost Judgment and Monkey Ball for a couple days until Forza Horizon releases. And then when Forza releases, that goes into the mix. And then, of course, the GTA Trilogy gets into the mix. Okay? So that's what that would mean. Now, I know some people are going to be disappointed because they're like, man, it sounded like Phil was going to finally do some co-op with people. Now it sounds like he's not doing it. Well, like I said, I am not getting rid of Back 4 Blood. I mean, it's on Game Pass. I can get it whenever I want. Okay? So don't worry. Once things die down with new releases and everything, if things slow down and people want to see some co-op in Back 4 Blood, I have the potential to go back and do it. The cards that I unlocked aren't going to unlock or relock, like I said. It's going to be possible, but there's just no way I'm going to be able to stick that in there and fit it into the schedule when I'm juggling this many games right now, okay? Trust me, there's a lot of things I would like to do. Right now, I would like to play more YouTubers Life 2. I can't right now. I tried it once. I thought it was interesting. How am I going to fit that into the schedule when I'm juggling so many games as it is, right? So, I got to do what's best for the streams. And right now, Back 4 Blood after today basically goes on hiatus and we'll potentially do co-op later on, okay? All right. Now, the other half of today, is something unexpected that I wasn't expected to do. We're doing House of Ashes later tonight. So, out of all the Dark Pictures anthology games, this one is the longest one, by far. I've played it 6 hours, and we're still not done. We're in the finale. Someone said basically there's at least another hour, if not more, left in the game. And I'm not, I was like, wow. I mean, I'm not displeased at that. But man, this game, it's hard to compare this. Man of Medan was short. Man of Medan was less than 5 hours long. Okay? Little Hope was just about 6. This game I've played 6, and I'm not even at the end of it yet. So it was hard to gauge. I thought it would be short because when I started off with House of Ashes, I screwed up. I got a bunch of people killed. And I thought, oh, if these people are dying so early on in the playthrough, this playthrough will be pretty short, right? But not so. Seriously, not so at all. It's very lengthy. So tonight, the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, will be the conclusion of House of Ashes, okay? I hope you'll join me for that. It should be a good time. If we end it early, we could either just do a chill stream where we talk, or I could try to start a second run. But here's the problem with that. Unlike the last 2 years, when I played these Dark Pictures games and I had extra time, I don't really have extra time right now to be doing another run of House of Ashes. Like I said, I really need to focus in on finishing Alan Wake, getting further in Far Cry 6, and then getting as far as I can in those games before Forza comes out. You see? So that's kind of my focus moving forward after today. And so I'm looking at the schedule. I'm like, damn, this is tough because I'm juggling a bunch of stuff. What I'm also considering doing is either doing Super Monkey Ball or Lost Judgment as a main stream one of these days. Because right now I've only been playing them as nighttime streams. And I think that if I throw them into the mix as a day stream, maybe for the 1 week that we kind of have dead time until Forza Horizon comes out, we'll get some extra progress. Okay? So that's what I'm thinking. But anyway. Yeah, tonight should be the conclusion of my first run of House of Ashes. If we have extra time, if you guys want me to start a second run, we can do that. Or we can just chill and have a little bit of conversation or whatever and have a good time with that. Just relax. Okay? We'll see, I guess. Okay? Tomorrow, Monday, it'll be the continuation of Alan Wake Remastered, and it's going to be me finishing up episode 6, which is the end of the story of the game. But then the game has 2 DLCs that came with this remastered edition, and I'll be starting up whatever one's the next one. I forget if it's the Signal or the Rider, but I'll be doing whatever the next logical game is in the order, or a logical DLC is in the order that they came out, and we'll start up with that, okay? Tomorrow night will be Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania on Monday night stream, so I hope you guys will be here for that. I'm currently in World 8, right? World 8, or am I in World 9? I think I'm still in World 8. Aren't I still in the clock tower? I think I am still in the clock tower. Now I'm confused. Or did I beat the clock tower? No, we beat the clock tower. I'm in space. I'm in World 9. Now I remember. We went to space, and we're in World 9 now. Okay, so I'm getting there, but from what I'm to understand, once you beat the first 100 stages of Super Monkey Ball, all right, then you unlock the next 100. Really? This game is nuts. What people are telling me, there's 300 stages. And the first 100 are basically the canon story mode, but then there's another 200. Great. So anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow night. We'll see how far I get. Because some people have been asking me, am I really going to play the entirety of the game, all 300 stages? I don't know. I really don't know. Especially if they get insane to the point where, like, they're just taking hours to beat each stage. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. But I definitely want to play as much as I can and have a lot of fun with it if I can. So hopefully you guys will join me for that tomorrow night, and we'll see how it goes, I'm going to keep Super Monkey Ball moving. Then on Tuesday, it will be Far Cry 6 on the main gameplay stream, and the late stream will be more Lost Judgment. We had some major story development last night that really threw things for a loop, and now we're actually considering some possibilities that are quite crazy. But, you know what they say is that what's the saying that when you've considered all factors and you've ruled out the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, is probably the truth? Isn't that what they say? So that's kind of how people say it is. You may not realize it, But it may be the most improbable thing and the thing that you would never think is possible, but it's probably what's happened if there's no other way to prove a case or solve a mystery, right? So, some crazy shit happened last night, and I can't wait to play it again on Tuesday night to see what happens, although I might now go back to a balance between side content and story. That way we're not just so story heavy, because now I've done like 3 straight streams that have been all story development, so maybe now we'll go back to some side content, okay? So we'll see. But anyway, that is the streaming week. Now, I'm off from streaming on Wednesday. When I return on Thursday, it's going to be a balance this week between focusing on Alan Wake and Far Cry 6 and trying to get major advancement in both games, okay? Once I do have major advancement, and maybe it looks like Alan Wake's going to end, like I said, that will likely be when I throw another game into the mix, whether it's Lost Judgment as a main daytime stream or maybe Super Monkey Ball as a main daytime stream so that we can get more advancement in it. And I may then do YouTuber's Life 2 as like a night stream for variety, okay? Now, I would not, and I'm being very honest with all of you, I would not expect to see a new game in the mix until Forza Horizon 5. Reason being, why am I going to add another new game to the mix when I'm playing all these games and not completing them? You know, my goal right now, today, finish Back 4 Blood. Tonight, finish House of Ashes. Over the course of the next week and a half, finish Alan Wake. And get as far as I can in all the other games that I'm playing. Okay, that's kind of the focus. Then hopefully we can get Forza Horizon 5 on the 9th of November. Then we can get the GTA Trilogy on the 11th of November. You see? Now, there's one other thing that's happening. The Halloween Marathon event. Okay, that's happening on Halloween. We're playing a variety of games together. It's going to be Silent Hill 1 as emulated on the PS3. Got to get that set up and working. Which I haven't set up to work in a long time, so hopefully it still works. Condemned Criminal Origins on the Xbox, Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location on the Xbox, and a mystery game that I am not announcing. I'm going to pick it myself. Okay? So those are the games that I'll be playing during the Halloween Marathon. In addition, I'll be wearing a Halloween costume the entirety of that event. And Feasting with the King shall return, my friends. We have determined, as of yesterday's discussion on pre-stream, we determined the cuisine that will be eligible. The cuisine choices will be as follows. Filipino, Thai food, Mediterranean food. All 3 types of food. I have never had Filipino. I very rarely and selectively have had Thai or Mediterranean. I've really just had the standard things. Like, I think I've had pad Thai before, and I know I've had gyros or heroes, however you want to pronounce it, and like the kebabs. But there's so much in those cuisines that I've never tried before that we could definitely do for Feasting with the King. Okay? So, oh, by the way, Jay says, I'm going on vacation to Vegas. I won't see you till Tuesday. How are you and Jasper and Kat? We're good. Jasper right now is on the floor cleaning, giving himself a big bath, and Kat is at work. So, but we're good. Hope you have a good time, and I'll see you when you get back. Okay, so, out of those 3 cuisines, you guys are going to get to vote on what cuisine you want to see me actually do during the Halloween event. That voting will go live soon, likely within the next couple of days. I'll let you know when it's live here on DSPGaming. It'll be on a community post like I've been doing polls. You guys will be able to vote, and I'm curious to see what you guys want to see. I mean, any of those I'd be pleased. And what we'll do is the morning of that event, we will together live on stream order food, which would be pretty cool. And then try it on, Feasting with the King later that day. So, good stuff. I'm excited for the Halloween event. I hope you guys are too. That's in exactly 1 week. Wow. It's Sunday of next week. I didn't even realize that. And I certainly hope things come together. Like I said, I went to get my Halloween costume the other day. They didn't have my size, so I had to go online to order the costume, which I did, and they're claiming it's coming this week, so I hope it actually shows up in time for Halloween, or else I'm fucked, and I have to rush to a store and get a makeshift costume. Which I guess could be interesting, but would be pretty sad that I didn't get the costume I wanted. I guess we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, Halloween event is coming up. So, just think of the variety of stuff. Today, Monster Madness Day. Back 4 Blood and the conclusion of House of Ashes. Basically, 2 games concluding today, right? Tomorrow, Alan Wake, heading into the end game in the DLCs, and Super Monkey Ball. Tuesday, Far Cry 6 and Lost Judgment. I'm off on Wednesday. Thursday, Friday is going to be both Alan Wake and Far Cry, paired with late-night games such as Super Monkey Ball, Street Fighter. And then on Sunday, it's going to be the big Halloween event, right? And then we focus in on Alan Wake and Far Cry 6 for a bit until we basically get to a point where I can maybe be freed up a little bit more, maybe do either Lost Judgment or Super Monkey Ball as a daytime stream for variety, and then do YouTuber's Life 2 as a night stream for variety. And then we're leading that all into early November when it's going to be Forza Horizon 5 and then the GTA trilogy, okay? So that's what we're looking at for the next couple of weeks. I hope that all sounds good to you because, I mean, it's a good variety of stuff, admittedly. I'm excited for November now with that GTA trilogy and Forza. By the way, I'm going to talk about Forza in a second because there's actually some really exciting news about Forza that I want to share with you guys. But I'm pretty excited for all of this. A good variety of stuff. A little something for everyone. You like zombies? We got that. You like horror or mystery? We got that. You like open world exploration and combat? You got that. You want driving? That's coming. You want RPG? We got that. Action-based puzzle games? We got that. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit of absolutely everything. Okay? And I like that. So, thank you guys for supporting, and thank you for chilling with me. Through all this good variety of the gaming season. Alright? And by the way, as I've told you guys, I really feel that once the new releases in November start to hit, Forza Horizon 5 and then the GTA trilogy, things are going to pick up around here. The reason things have been very slow around here recently is very simple. There really hasn't been anything new of note going on. The one thing that I would say actually has been interesting has been House of Ashes, and if you haven't noticed, stream attendance for House of Ashes has been high. It's actually been much higher than the other streams that I've been doing. But everything else is kind of slow because it's a remaster, a remake, a sequel that plays exactly the same as the previous games in the series. You see, I'm playing old games, remakes, and basically games I've already played before. The one original game actually is getting some attention, but that's the problem about this gaming season. Unlike previous busy fall gaming seasons, this one is just a dud when it comes to the stuff that's coming out. Okay? Okay. Now, what else could I talk about? Before we get to gaming news and stuff like that, I'm trying to think if there's any other things I need to talk about. I felt like there was something I needed to discuss, but I guess not. It's not really bothering me that much. Here's what I will say. Something that I said last week. Well, actually, something that I said. Yeah, it was last week. I'm going to reiterate it. Okay? Yes, right now things are kind of slow on streams when it comes to attendance and things like that. I already explained why. I know what's going on. I've already instituted some changes. If you haven't noticed, now on pre-stream, I talked to you guys on camera. That was a change you guys had wanted, so I instituted that change to try to make things a little bit better. You suggestion for improvement. I said, fine. You don't have to stare. Where the fuck is it? Hold on. Where is it? Oh, I'm on Ask the King. No wonder. You don't have to stare at this the entire pre-stream anymore. People said they were bored of staring at this. They wanted to actually see me. I don't know why you want to look at me even more. All day long, I'm on camera in the face cam. I have no fucking clue why you want to see me even more on pre-stream. You tell me. But if you guys want it, I guess I'll give it to you. All right? So, I'm doing my best to try to institute changes that you guys want. It is what it is. Some changes I'm sure some people will like and others they won't. But for now, really, there's not much I can do to change or improve until new games come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to play what's out there. And that's what I'm doing. I'm juggling the games that are coming out and stuff. And, eventually I will get to other games that I didn't get to. Like, I know people are asking for Metroid Dread. Some people want Tales of Arise and stuff. Like I told you guys, I will get to those games eventually. You just got to chill. Especially Metroid Dread. That's the number one game on my mind. Seriously. That's the number one game on my mind. Once we get to a point where it makes sense to start playing new games again, that's the one on my mind that I want to play. But we got to get to a point when it makes sense to do so. Right now, it just doesn't make any sense to do so with all the stuff I'm already playing and juggling. I got to get further in this stuff and beat this stuff before we start up new playthroughs. Okay? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Let's do the gratuitous plug segment that you guys love. So people come to stream every day because they want me to do a plug segment. They tell me, Phil, we love advertisements. We get them all over. Every day when we're on our phones, there's ads everywhere. When we're on social media, there's ads everywhere. When I turn on my TV, I'm bombarded with advertisements. Can you please give us extra advertisements live on your stream? I'm happy to oblige since you guys like them so much, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, I am what they call an independent content creator. What that means is that I am very different from most other people who do content creation full-time. Most of the people who do content creation full time are constantly taking on supplementary income jobs, meaning they shill a product. They take a product, they advertise it. Or they get a game for free, and now they do a promotional stream for it. I don't do that kind of stuff. I consider myself the same as you. I don't think I'm any better than you. I don't think I'm any smarter than you. I consider myself a gamer just like all of my viewers. And it's been my lifelong hobby. It's something that I enjoy doing. I've been doing content creation for 13 years. So yeah, I feel like I definitely have some expertise and experience when it comes to being able to share my experiences with a game live. But I don't think I'm any better than you. I don't think I should be getting games early. I don't think I should be getting games free. I don't think that I should be constantly falsely advertising products for you guys to make a buck. You know, tons of other people do that. They say, well, it's the only way we can make a living. Well, guess what? I don't have to do that. Thanks to you. Thanks to you. Really, you guys don't understand how rare it is that someone doesn't have to do that shit. Very rare that someone who makes a living doing content creation doesn't have to take sponsorships or advertisements. I don't have to because of you guys, and I'm really appreciative of that, okay? Because you guys crowdfund me, because on my streams you contribute and allow me to make a living doing what I love, I get to be the real me on every stream. I don't have to advertise. I don't have to watch what I say because I might have a sponsor drop me because they didn't like something that I said or did on a stream. I can be honest and transparent with you when it comes to my true feelings about the games I'm playing. And because of that, people tell me all the time, that's why they've stuck with me for the last 13 plus years that I've been a content creator. Because unlike a lot of other people who they basically have to sell out to make a living, which I guess there's nothing wrong with that. If you have to do that to make a living, what are you going to do? But I've never done that. Okay, I've never taken a paycheck to say a positive word about a game. Not in my life, and I never will. I pride myself on being honest and transparent and truthful with you guys, and I appreciate the fact that you guys like that so much that you fund that. Okay? So, the case in point is if you like this content, okay, and you want to see... When was the last time I turned down an offer? I ignore offers on a daily basis. I wonder if I have one now. No lie, every day... I get emails from like indie game studios. Oh, our new game is coming out. Here's the game code. Will you make a video for it? Here's what we're offering if you'll make a positive video about it. I get this off. I'm not even kidding you. Every day I get emails about indie games. I don't usually get offers for big games anymore because I basically told everyone to kind of fuck off. So I don't get offers for that shit anymore. Most big game companies, if you want to get in on that, you basically have to write their marketing department and present yourself. Oh, look, I'm a content creator. I have this kind of an audience, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll select you to be part of their program. They'll send you free product and get you in on it. I don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, you could do that. I even know. So I had a person who was sending me all this information about, here's who you talk to, this company, this company. I was like, geez, it's so disingenuous. Can you imagine? Even if they don't pay you to do it, because a lot of these companies don't pay you to do it, can you imagine getting all your games for free in advance of the release of the game? They've selected you to be their golden content creator who's going to basically kiss their butt, right? Oh, I feel absolutely no influence to say this game is good when I'm getting it early, and you know what I mean? I get to put out advanced streams, advanced reviews, and get tons of money from that. Oh, I would never say the game is good or anything. Like, that's so ridiculous. It's a whole industry that's broken because we have these people getting advanced copies and then literally over-exaggerating the quality of the game so that they can continue to be in the good graces of these companies and get shit for free in the future and keep benefiting from the early streams and the early content. It's just a broken system that literally should not continue to happen. But for some reason, it's a vicious cycle. You know what I mean? It's a vicious cycle. Anyway, I don't do that, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, you crowdfund me, and that's what allows me to make a living being honest with you, all right? Thank you for that. If you like this content, if you like these streams, you like that they're different from other people's, and you want to see this continue, please contribute in one of the ways I'm about to outline, all right? Number one, you can become a channel member. When you become a channel member, you get a ton of benefits, including a highlighted name in chat, a crown to show how long you've been a channel supporter. You don't have to abide by slow mode rules of the chat. You can talk as much as you want. You get access to all of my emotes. And there's exclusive benefits. This month, the benefit was being able to nominate and vote on a game that would be in the Halloween Marathon. It ended up being Condemned Criminal Origins. You get priority access to asking your question and getting it answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King. Yada, yada, yada. I could go on and on about the benefits that have been being part of a member. So please consider being a member, all right? Or you can do a super chat or a super sticker. These are ways you can contribute to YouTube itself. If you do those, you get highlighted messages in chat as a way to immediately say, hey, thanks for the contribution and the support. And those are long-term ways to support the channel. When you either become a member, do a super chat, or a super sticker, those help the channel in the long term. If you want to help immediately in the short term, and the best way to support the channel is by tipping me. When you tip me, number one, I get the funds immediately to put towards important things like the cost of a game, paying bills, paying taxes, going grocery shopping, getting supplies for Jasper, etc. Or the other positive of it is I get more of tips than anything else. And what I mean by that is no matter how you contribute to a content creator on the internet, there's going to be some kind of a cut taken by a middleman. It's not free to send support to anyone on the internet. It just never will be. When you tip me, less of a cut gets taken out of the tip than if you do other contribution methods, okay? Now, I'm not saying I don't appreciate memberships or super chats or super stickers. Those help a ton. That's why I shout out every contribution that comes on my streams, because they help a ton in the long term. As those things build up and become more stable like they used to be on Twitch, this channel will become a lot more secure. Right now, I'm still flubbing it every month, trying to get back to the levels that I was on Twitch. It's going to take a long time, I feel. But the tips are the best way to support. If you are going to contribute today and you have the option to say, gee, I wonder what's the best way, please tip me, okay? Since the tips are so important, that's why we have tips goals and rewards in effect. If it's $50 in tips, I'll put on my Gunner glasses. At $100 in tips, you pick a hat for me to wear. At $150, you pick a vest for me to wear. And all your favorite vests are eligible today. The red, the platinum, the denim, the gold, all the ones that you like to see the most, I'll wear today, okay? Now, I have a quick request, guys, today. I would really appreciate it if you could tip me today, and here's why. Yesterday was a slow day. Yesterday, with Back 4 Blood, we did okay with tips. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. But then last night's Lost Judgment stream was slow. And the thing about Lost Judgment is I love the game. I love the franchise. It doesn't bring in big viewership, and it doesn't bring in a lot of attendance. And it's hard to get support for it, too, which is a shame because I absolutely love it. But these lengthy RPGs just never really seem to get a lot of support. They just don't, especially the Japanese-style ones. Like Fallout New Vegas, oh my god. People came out in droves for that and supported it. But, oh, he's playing a JRPG-style game? It's like ridiculous because it's one of my favorite favorite genres, I should say, of game. I love Yakuza. I love Lost Judgment. I love JRPGs. People will not come out for them for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's one of the game franchises I grew up with. Or I say franchises again. It's one of the genres I grew up with. It's one of my favorite ones. These modernized games, having that kind of gameplay and everything, I love it. And I don't understand why more people won't come out for a fun murder mystery every night. The other thing is, it's lengthy. We know Judgment's incredibly lengthy. And I still probably got over 20 hours more to play to get through the game. Which I'm in no rush to do. I'm going to do probably side content and stuff coming up. But the support was not great. Alright? So what I would ask is this. If you could support today's streams with tips, I would really appreciate it to make up for the fact that yesterday was a slow day. Alright? That would be awesome. So please, if you can, please tip. It would be great to hit some of the goals and stuff today. By the way, I'm playing Back 4 Blood today. If you're not aware, Back 4 Blood is a game that's very, very, very attention demanding. When I play this game, I have to be paying attention a lot. Reason being, if I don't, I die. And if I die, I have to redo the stage from the start. It's very frustrating. So please understand that I have to do my best in the game, and I have to concentrate on the game. Apologies if you guys are trying to interact with me and you're like, oh, Phil's really not talking to us much today. That's the nature of the beast. You want a game that's very, very demanding of attention and very challenging. I have to pay attention to the game. Okay, especially these last few stages have actually been quite challenging. Jasper, what on earth are you doing? I'm not even playing a game. And he's stretched in front of the TV, pawing the TV everywhere. Oh my goodness. He is a knucklehead. Okay. Let's do some game news, first of all. And then we will get to shoutouts. The game news today that I want to talk about is actually really positive for something that I'm going to be doing very shortly. As I told you guys, the next major new release I'm playing is Forza Horizon 5. That comes out on November 9th on Game Pass for all Xbox consoles and PC. I'll be playing it, obviously, on my Xbox Series X. I played the last two Forza Horizon games. Forza Horizon 3 I played out of the blue. You guys just kind of said, hey, you should play it. It's interesting. And I'm trying to remember, because this was many years ago. Was that like 2016? So over the course of the years that I played games, all right, on the internet, and covered them for you guys, there was a time when I was actually part of a partnership network. I was part under Machinima. That was a long time ago. There was 1 year, and I can't remember if it was 2015 or 2016. Machinima basically just like started sending free games without even requesting them. Like, no lie. Like, they were like, oh, here's a free game code. I was like, huh? I didn't even ask for this. One of the ones that they actually sent me was Forza Horizon 3. Now, I had never played a Forza Horizon game before. I didn't really know anything about it, and I told you guys, and you were like, yeah, play it, check it out. So I did. I loved it. I thought it was like one of the most relaxing games. It was fun. It was set in Australia. The visuals were absolutely great. You know, all the different landscapes and places, locations in Australia. It was really cool. The challenges, the fact that it wasn't just racing. There was challenges with drifting and you know, timed runs, like time trials, finding hidden cars out there that were wrecked, and you could rebuild the cars, and the stunts. Oh man, the big set piece stunts in the game were really neat, and even the soundtrack, like everything about the game, kind of blew me away how good it was. I was very surprised. I had never played Forza Horizon before, and by the way, I'm not a car guy. I don't really care that much about driving games or car sims or anything like that. I really enjoyed it. I was like, wow, that was just not expected that it was going to be that good. Okay, then 2 years later. And I know that seems weird because it doesn't seem that long ago, but it was 3 years ago, I played Forza Horizon 4. Now, that one was set in the UK. The thing that I found really special about that one is that a lot of my viewers are from the UK. And as I was playing it and driving around, viewers were actually telling me, yeah, I live here, and this is what I do, and this is what that is, and that and this. It was really neat to have that level of interaction with you guys during that playthrough, because at that point, I'd become an interactive streamer, and the dialogue we had actually added to the playthrough. It made it feel really fun, interactive, and social. I loved that about that playthrough. Okay? Now, Forza Horizon 5. There's a lot of cool stuff to talk about. First of all, set in Mexico. Apparently the largest map so far in any Forza Horizon game. A big variety of locations. There's volcanoes, there's lush, like jungle-like, but then there's more arid climate. Basically, it's a huge variety of locations and things to do in this game. But apparently, what people are saying who've gotten advanced, again, these people who get advanced copies, right? People who've played the game early have said it's the best Forza Horizon game ever. That you can actually really tell that they took their time, because usually these games have about a 2-year development cycle. Forza Horizon 5, they took 3 years because they actually wanted to release it for the Xbox Series X, and they took their time to optimize it for that console, okay? So, first of all, people are saying there's absolutely a ridiculous amount of content in this game. Like, ridiculous amount of content. There's a million cars, a giant map, tons of stuff to do. The ultimate chill driving game, okay? But in addition to that, the guys at Digital Foundry, who are a group of guys who test out games on every format that they're released to tell you things like, oh, what's the best frame rate in what resolution, in what mode, what's the best console to get the game on, you know what I mean? So the guys at Digital Foundry have Forza Horizon 5 and have been messing around with it recently. And they basically said, the game is so well made. Listen to this. I've never heard a single person ever say this about a game before. The game is so well made, they don't even recommend performance or quality mode. Like, usually when you get a game, there's like performance mode, and that's the mode that'll run at the highest frame rate. And then there's like quality mode or fidelity mode, and that's the one that gives you the most detail of graphics. They basically can't see a difference. Like, they tested both, and they're like, they both run at 60 frames. They both have insane detail. There's like no difference. So it's kind of weird. It's almost like I guess, at least for the Series X and for PC, I guess maybe for Xbox One that's different. But they're saying if you have a Series X, literally it's just insanely gorgeous. One of the best looking games they've ever played. That's pretty crazy. So I'm blown away. I'm excited. I'm blown away by this news. I'm very, Forza Horizon, like I said, the last two games that were not in my comfort zone. Games that normally I wouldn't have played. And it's so funny how sometimes circumstances just align themselves that you have an opportunity to maybe try something different or do something different. Okay? And having that franchise now as part of the games that I actually look forward to. I'm actually looking forward to a driving style racing game. And yes, I know that sounds stupid. I said that because it's a reference to something I said in a video a million years ago. But That's crazy for me. That I'm actually hyped for this. And now because I have an Xbox Series X, I can experience it in the best graphical fidelity, right? So I'm pumped. I hope you guys are pumped too. If you're looking for chill streaming, that series is usually like the ultimate fun, chill streaming stuff. We can have fun conversations and relax while I'm doing driving challenges and exploring this beautiful, gorgeous environment, unlocking cars, doing fun stuff, right? I can't wait. So anyway, that's like the big news is that usually Digital Foundry will break down these games into massive detail and be like, okay, do it on this mode if you want this. Do it on this mode if you want this. On this console, this is better. On the PC, this is better. This time around, they're literally like, we don't have any work to do. Everything is amazing. The game is one of the best developed games they've ever played. When it comes to the graphical fidelity, it's like, damn. Damn. Kind of reminds me of back in the day with Gran Turismo. I remember so many people like drooling at the mouth at Gran Turismo graphics, saying, oh my god, I can't believe how good Gran Turismo looks compared to other games and stuff. You know, it's been a long time. I think they are making a new Gran Turismo, right? But the thing for me is that this game will not be a sim game. You know what I'm saying? This is not very much not a formal sim game. Forza Horizon is a game where you get to open world roam and just have arcadey style driving fun. It's not meant to be a sim, although the graphics are revolutionary to the point where the cars look ultra realistic and everything. It's not about, it's not about simming anything. It's about the fun of just open world exploration and doing these randomized challenges and doing fun stuff. And of course, the whole other aspect of it that I've never really even explored, if you have friends who own the game, you can have them in your game, right? What do they call them? The drivatars or whatever. Of course, I don't think they call them that in this game, but you can have them in the game and they drive around and stuff, right? Pretty cool. Okay. Let's do some shout-outs, shall we? Let's start with YouTube side shout-outs. So we start off today with Snow Carl, who has upped his membership. And he was talking about co-op and Back 4 Blood, as I already explained. Right now, there is no time for co-op and Back 4 Blood. The reason I was going to do co-op was because I thought the game had little to no content, and we were going to have to try to stretch content out of the game. It's literally the opposite. The game has more content than I expected, so right now I don't have time for co-op. But maybe in the future we'll do it. Thank you for upping your membership. Nathan Smith has done a super chat and says, hey, Phil, how was your week? I just got back from holiday. Awesome. My week so far has been pretty good. It's been a fun time. Oh, actually, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't put that. Good stuff with House of Ashes. It's pretty good. Although, admittedly, it's wild. The plot it's gone places that I never would have expected. Seriously, at this point, I'm not gonna spoil for those who haven't seen the playthrough yet. But yesterday, I was like, "What the fuck is going on? This is insanity at this point." Excuse me. Woo. So yeah, House of Ashes has been great. The night streams have been fun. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Monster Madness today. I'm glad to have you back, Nathan. Good to see you. By the way, that's right. This is something that I wanted to say earlier, and I forgot to say it. So, guys, on Wednesday, I had a big special pre-stream where I announced to you guys, listen, this is not the end of the channel. The sky is not falling. Just because viewership has been slow recently doesn't mean anything. What it means is that there's not enough good games out to attract newcomers to the streams here on YouTube. I feel that when new games that are great are out, for example, the GTA trilogy, we're going to see an increase in viewership and attendance and support and everything, okay? It's been a dead month for new games. Most of the new games that came out this month are just either rehashes, remasters, nothing original or interesting, which is the opposite of what the fall gaming season usually is, okay? But the reason I bring this up, there's been a actual concerted effort from my fucking shithead trolls to come in here and say negative things about the streams every day. Oh, look, the viewers are low. Oh, look, the contributions are low, and this and that. Listen, I'm just going to reiterate myself now from Wednesday, okay? It's my stream. It's my business. It's my job if I want to talk about that or not. It's my decision. It's not yours. It's literally not your place to come in here and say, oh, why is attendance low? Oh, why are there not enough tips today? No, it's not your job. That's completely derailing the stream, and it's considered a negative activity that's not going to be tolerated on the stream anymore. Because what's happened is these people come in, and they do it in groups. They've actually been coming in 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at this, look at this. So they just spout negative shit, and now the people who are here to have a good time and don't care about that shit are all turned off. They're like, oh, man, people are complaining that everything's low, this sucks or whatever. I'm not putting up with it anymore. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. I'm not gonna have people coming in here being negative and trying to derail my stream with that negative shit. Okay? Not, and I don't care if you're a regular. I don't care if you're a newcomer. You know, some people are trolls coming in with brand new names. They think that I'm not going to notice. And I hate to say it, there's some people who are around here all the time and they try to stick their nose in my business. It's not your place, and I'm not tolerating it anymore. I don't want to have people come in here and try to bring the stream down with negativity when we're all having a good time, right? Because ultimately, that's what the streams are about. If we're all chilling, we're having a great time with games together, then that goes hand in hand with success. If everyone's having a good time, likely more people are likely to attend and support that stream. If everyone's sitting here saying, oh, the attendance is low, oh, the contributions are low, then people are going to feel shitty. They're not going to want to be around. And that's what I mean. The people who are doing it on purpose. They're literally trying to derail the streams so that people who are enjoying the stream will be turned off and leave. Now I don't get the support that I need because people don't like the stream even though it's a good stream. You see? So I'm laying down the law. If I see people sitting here being negative, saying stupid things about the stream, you're out of here. You're just getting the fuck out. I'm banning your ass immediately. I'm not putting up with your bullshit because you're derailing the stream on purpose to try to bring it down, and I'm not putting up with that crap. Okay? Okay. Now, let's do some shout-outs. On the tip side, we start off, the first tip today is from Rob on Wheels. Thank you so much, Rob. Let's get this on the leaderboard and see what you had to say for today. By the way, I hope you're doing well. Oops, Rob. I was like, where's the B? Rob on Wheels. Wait, there we go. Okay. And Rob says, thanks again for Lost Judgment. I'm sorry that I can't contribute live because the streams are too late. You know what? I understand that. I said that actually during Lost Judgment last night during the video. What I said was as follows. I said, listen, I understand that I've been playing Lost Judgment exclusively on late streams for several weeks now. There are people who like to play through a lot but can't attend the late streams because of where they live. Rob, in particular, lives across the pond, as they say. So it's late night there. When I'm playing with the game, he can't be there live for the streams. But what I said in the video was as follows. If you like the playthrough, support it in other means. Just because you're not there live for the playthrough doesn't mean you can't support it. And the other thing is, ad revenue on YouTube is not great. It never has been in many years. But you know, that playthrough in particular, because the support has been slow during the live streams, I would hope that there's people who are watching on demand and will say, oh, maybe I'll pledge to Phil's Patreon this month. Or maybe I'll send him a tip even when he's not around on stream, because it's not about me getting recognition on stream, but I want to support that playthrough, right? All you got to do is look at the description of any video I upload. It has all that information on how to contribute. So even if you're not live on a stream, you can still support me. Thank you to Rob, who just did so. I really, really appreciate that, Rob. And by the way, don't worry, I'm not letting up on playing Lost Judgment. That's another hilarious thing that I got to bring up. I'm playing Lost Judgment. Contributions were slow last night. I brought it up a couple times. Oh, so this means Phil's dropping Lost Judgment. That's it. No more Lost Judgment. Phil's dropping it. It's a wage quit. It's like, no, I'm not quitting the game. You're a fucking piece of shit for coming on my stream and trying to derail with that negative shit. And I had to ban a bunch of people who were here just solely for that purpose. They were literally waiting for me to say something so that they could spin it in their negative, toxic way and be like, see, Phil's going to quit the game and blah, 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 which I'm not doing, okay? So fuck them, but don't worry, I'm not going to let them ruin our good time. Lost Judgment will continue. Okay. The next tip today is from Guitar Player 1939, who also tipped me $10. Thank you, Guitar Player. Let's add that to the running total. Sorry that you tipped second and I couldn't get you on there for the top tip, but Rob did beat you to the punch. So Guitar Player says the following. I think the first game I played on my PS5 when it comes... Oh, the first game I'll play on my PS5 when it comes is Spider-Man Miles Morales. Good choice. The game runs very well on PS5. It was really cool to play it at a very silky smooth 60 frames per second with those lighting effects. It was really cool. That, like, out of all the games that I played at launch of PS5, the two that visually stood out for me were Demon's Souls and Spider-Man Miles Morales. You know, there were other games I liked, like I love Bug Snacks and stuff, but definitely those games were, like, very visually impressive. And Spider-Man in particular, remember I was swinging through the city with the full-on graphics? Oh my god, it looked like beautiful simulated New York. It was really awesome. I think you'll have a great time with it. And by the way, congratulations on getting that PS5. Kevin Bernstein did a couple of $1.50 tips. First, he says, will we be getting Call of Duty Vanguard? They improved the netcode, so no lag. No, I'm skipping it. I'm putting my foot down this year, and I'm skipping it. I just don't see any reason to play it. Multiple reasons. Number one, I got a lot of other games I'm playing right now that I need to get further in. Number two, I feel like the hype for GTA... excuse me, I said GTA. I feel like the hype for Call of Duty is dead. I think that all the hype is going to go towards other first-person shooters like Battlefield and Halo. And the hype now is going to go to GTA. Like, November normally, like, whatever month Call of Duty comes out, typically, that's the Call of Duty month. Okay? Like, really. People treat it like, oh, that's the month of Call of Duty, and everything else that month is second fiddle to Call of Duty. I don't feel that this year at all. I feel it's the opposite. Everything else is now taking precedence over Call of Duty, and Call of Duty is basically kind of the game that if you're hardcore into first-person shooters, okay, you'll like it and you'll play it. But a lot of people, I feel, who normally would casually play the game are probably not going to play it this year and do other stuff. I'm one of them. And this is, listen, this is unprecedented. Every year, 13 straight years that I've been doing content creation, I have played the latest Call of Duty game. This is the first year ever I'm not going to do it. This is the first year I am skipping Call of Duty completely. And I know that's going to shock some people. There will be people, I'm not even kidding you, there will be people here on the release day of Call of Duty Vanguard saying, why isn't Phil playing Call of Duty Vanguard? I thought he would be playing it. Even though I've been talking about this for months. No, I just have no interest in it. The beta was not impressive. The more I played the beta, the less I liked the game. Okay? I just don't think it's bringing much to the table this year. It just seems like more of a slapped together mess of crap to sell a game this year than anything else. Plus, let's be honest, all the crap going on at Activision Blizzard. Of course, we haven't talked about it now for a couple of months. You notice the news has died down. No one's really talking about it anymore. Interesting, isn't it? Anyway, I just have no reason to play it. Really. I'm going to be playing Battlefield later on in the month. I'm going to be playing Halo the month after. I'm going to have stuff to do. I'm going to be in the middle of my current playthroughs, like Far Cry 6 and stuff. I'm going to be doing Forza Horizon. The GTA trilogy is going to take massive precedence over everything that month. It's all anyone's going to be talking about and all anyone's going to want to play or see. I'm not even kidding you. Every day I'm not playing the GTA trilogy, people will ask why I'm not playing it. It doesn't matter. Oh, today, Phil's not playing the GTA trilogy today? Phil's going to play a different game? Oh, that's a bad choice. He should be playing GTA trilogy. That's how it always is when I play the GTA games. People are like fiending for more GTA. They love it. And it's been years now since I played a GTA game, so it's going to be pretty interesting. All right? But anyway, seriously, I don't think Call of Duty is going to be nearly as hyped this year, and I'm skipping it. I don't want to play it. And then Kevin tipped another $1.50 and says, Thin Ice Guys. Okay. Hilarious. Thank you for the tip. Oh, let's see here. Snow Carl tipped $1.50. He says, I stopped panicking. I never meant to intentionally make people feel bad in regards to attendance. I think many of your regulars feel emotionally attached to your success on YouTube, which makes it a focus of the stream, but I'm staying positive. But again, Snow Carl, here's the thing you gotta know, you gotta see. Take a look. Okay, is attendance overall down for about a month now? Yeah. Ever since basically I finished up the summer-long kind of chill playthroughs, like Fallout New Vegas was bringing in a lot of attendance. That ended. And then once basically we got into this month of content, the games I'm playing right now, I mean, again, I hate to have to do this every time, but look at this. All right, just look at this. You ready? Currently, here's the games I'm playing. Oh, God, my webcam's all fucked up. Here's the games I'm playing. Alan Wake Remastered. It's a remaster of an 11-year-old game. Back 4 Blood, the spiritual successor to an 11-year-old game that plays like it. House of Ashes, it's the 3rd installment of a horror game that I play every year, and by the way, it's getting more attendance than everything else I'm playing. Far Cry 6, a game that plays like all the other previous installments. Lost Judgment, a sequel to a game from 2-3 years ago. It's a great game, but it always had a niche audience. Super Monkey Ball, literally a game from 20 years ago. Okay? This is what I'm playing during the busiest gaming season of the year, when you should be playing ginormous AAA, big budget, new blockbuster releases. I'm playing remaster, spiritual successor, remaster, remake, sequel that plays like the older game. You see? It's completely different this year. It's not even close to how it usually is during this gaming season. The hype is gone. The hype is deflated and dead because there's nothing super interesting out right now. I think, like I said, come November, Forza Horizon 5, then the GTA trilogy, Battlefield later on in the month. Now you're talking, right? Now you're talking. People want to come out to watch some stuff. I think, like I said, just alone GTA. Every day we're going to have people coming in hyped and stuff. So I'm all for it. I'm excited for November. I'm not panicking. And by the way, the support has not been bad. That's the funny thing that gets me is people are like, oh, Phil, your viewership's been low recently. The support's been good. Have you heard me majorly complaining about the support at all? No. Every once in a while we get a slow day. Like yesterday was slow. And I mentioned, I say, hey, I hope that today we can make up for that. I hope today we can get, you know, some rallying of support and make up for yesterday's slow day. But in general, it hasn't been bad at all. So what's to worry about? We're all having a good time with games, right? We're having a good time. There's good stuff going on. Every day we got good variety. We got a Halloween event coming up. New games coming up in the early November. Like, what are we worried about? There's nothing to worry about at all. Just you know, enjoy. Sit back and relax and enjoy, man. Okay? Okay. Snow Carly says there's a massive pandemic. I think you're being too harsh to the developers. I'm not being harsh at all. I'm just saying this is what's going on. I'm not complaining and placing blame and waggling my finger like this. I'm just saying this is literally cause and effect what happened. You know what I mean? Like, there should have been a ton of new high-profile AAA games this gaming season. There's been none, so attendance is lower. I'm not placing blame. This is not the blame game. Yes, Low Carb Madman, that is correct. The San Andreas remaster will be free on Game Pass on the 11th. I'm just buying the trilogy, though. I'm just going to outright buy it. I know they're going to offer it as a trilogy for one price. I'm just going to buy it and own it forever. I'm probably, you know, these games. Everyone always wants me to go back to these games after a few years, too, right? Chad B wants an extreme close-up. No, I can't. Here's the thing. I can't do extreme close-up if you guys want face cam for the pre-stream. Extreme close-up means I take this stream right here, I zoom it in extremely big, like, whoop. Unless I do another whole thing. Oh, my God. Oh! Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. Duplicate. And we'll call this extreme close-up. Okay, so let's hold on. I'm going to click this. Okay, so now if I click between these two, they're identical. So now I should be able to do this. This might work. That was completely off center. Okay, so I could do this. Ready? No, I'm not playing Call of Duty Vanguard this year. How's that? There we go. I forgot you could duplicate things easily in OBS. You know, I don't dabble too much in it, and I was like, wait a minute, I could do this like 2 seconds. What am I complaining about? There you go. Of course, that's right. That's right, Sam Boogie says, wait, he can do everything, Chad. Because I am a Chad, I can do whatever I want on my streams. Oh, yes. I can on the fly. I can do adjustments, and we can do fun things on stream because I'm a Chad. How did you know? Okay. Ridiculous. Snow Carly says, I really hope the old music stays in GTA. It won't be nearly as great of a playthrough if it isn't. You know what? I agree with you. Here's the thing. Last time around, when I played the GTA trilogy, remember, when I played them, I played the HD versions, and I took the music out. Reason why? Because at that point, that was the time, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. YouTube was in this weird situation where, like, every video that had music in it was getting claimed and or muted or blocked, okay? It was frustrating. I didn't want the whole reason that I was replaying the GTA trilogy at that time was, number one, because I wanted direct capture. The original playthroughs, I did not do direct capture. And number two, I wanted better graphics because the HD versions looked better. But the real main reason was because the original playthroughs had been ruined. A lot of people had said, man, whenever I try to watch your original GTA playthroughs, I can't because half the videos are muted. Whatever it is, whether it's their region or country or whatever, the usage law, basically they try to watch it and the video, oh, it's not allowed in your territory or region, or oh, it's blocked and you can't see it. And that was frustrating to me because those were some of my classic playthroughs from, what was it, 2012 was the year where that summer I played all 3 games like in a crazy GTA marathon. That was one of the biggest projects I ever did. It was one of the most frustrating things I ever did, but it was also one of the most crazy, unique, fun things I ever did. Because I had never played those games before, and I played them all in a marathon. And in some ways, I even told you guys, I think that was a mistake because I got overly frustrated with the games, and it just made me play them poorly. At the very same time, it was hilarious footage. And it sucks that a lot of people can't watch those playthroughs because the music got claimed and the videos all got muted and shit, okay? So when I went back to play them again years later, I said, I will mute the music. That way, there's no way this playthrough will get fucked up. And it worked. Those playthroughs, the videos did not get claimed. Those videos are viewable right now. But absolutely, I agree with you. Something is lost when you're not playing the music from those time periods when those games take place. Vice City, the whole point of the game is that you're in the 1980s Miami And then you don't get the 1980s music, and you lose that aspect of it. So I want to play the games with the full music again, so I really hope that the original soundtracks are intact this time, so we could do that. Kevin Bernstein did another $1.50 tip. He says, if Call of Duty gets out for Xbox Game Pass, will you get it? I know you played Hades because it was on Game Pass. The thing is, things that go on Game Pass, I mean, yeah, there's incredibly increased chance I'll check it out. I can tell you right now, there's actually been quite a few games that came out on Game Pass the last month or two that look interesting to me. I just have been busy with other stuff, but eventually I'll probably go check them out. That silly game I Am Fish, that looks interesting. There's like I'm serious, like there's a whole bunch of games. There's another game coming out too very soon. What the hell is it? Someone told me about it. There's a game coming out on Game Pass in like the next week that looks interesting, and I was like, well, I can't play it now, but maybe later, you know? But that's what I mean. If something comes out on Game Pass, yeah, incredibly increased chance that I would check it out at some time in the future. Oh, I definitely agree with you, Snow Carly, on that too. They said, I love old GTAs. Why the hell can't we get info on GTA 6? Again, here's I said this the other day. I don't remember if it was yesterday or the day before. So here's what's going on. Rockstar absolutely is doing GTA 6. They're working on it right now. As you know, they like to keep stuff under wraps. They literally try to keep all the information about their games in development secret until they feel it's time to start real full-on 100% promotion. So I would think maybe next year we'll actually start to get some interesting information about Grand Theft Auto 6. But they don't have anything else right now. So they first said, oh, GTA 5 is being re-released again. And what happened? Immediately ginormous backlash. Everyone said, what, are you crazy? You're releasing this shit again? Are you ever going to put out a new fucking game? Like, you're out of your mind. We're not buying this shit a fucking 18th time. Yo, get screwed. And it's hilarious. The trailer for GTA 5 on PS5 and Xbox Series X has 1 million thumbs down on YouTube. Everyone just said, fuck this. We're not buying this stupid game again. So what happened? Rockstar saw the negative backlash and said, all right, we're pushing out the GTA trilogy right now. Because I'm going to tell you this, I don't think they were going to release it in November. I don't think so. I think they were going to wait till next year, and they were going to release it like January, February, or maybe even next summer. I really don't feel they were going to release that trilogy in November. But they saw such giant negative backlash from the announcement of GTA 5 on next-gen consoles, they needed something. They're like, damn, we actually need something to hold people over until GTA 6 news is ready. We don't have it right now. What do we do? Oh, we could do this. Let's push this up because it's actually ready. And then they pushed it up. That's what I think happened. Because isn't it funny? We had no information about this remastered trilogy. Then the GTA 5 re-release gets bad publicity and bad reception. And all of a sudden now all these rumors hit the net with the web. And then within a week it's announced. Isn't that so weird? Right? All right. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for your support so far. I'm going to take a break to use the restroom. Hope you guys will take this opportunity, grab a drink, grab a snack, use the restroom yourselves. When I come back from break, it's Back for Blood's conclusion. It'll be, like I said, the end of the story-based campaign. I don't know how long that's going to take. These missions seem to take a while, and they're very challenging. When we beat that, then we'll check out Swarm Mode. So it's going to be fun. The conclusion of Back for Blood today. Thank you for being a cool audience for the pre-stream, and I hope to see you after the break. All right? Thank you guys so much. See you then.